Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm going to explain the test scenario and test cases. Okay, so both are not same. So test scenario should be the high level explanation about your feature, okay, or your requirement. The requirement you will get it from your client on that particular requirement sheet. Suppose they have mentioned that you have to check the reporting part or reporting functionality in this particular sprint. Okay, so so this is the requirement. So whenever you will write any test cases or test scenario, so then your test scenario would be verify the reporting functionality in billing module. So in whatever module you guys are using, so that module you can mention. I'm considering here as a billing module. Okay, so in the test scenario title should be verify the reporting functionality in billing module, not in detail way, but you have to explain just high levelly what is the requirement, what particular scenario you are trying to execute for this particular sprint. So in requirement section it was mentioned that reporting functionality. So the test scenario, first your test scenario would be verify the reporting functionality in billing module. So this is the test scenario, but how to achieve that particular part? So for that you have to write the detailed steps, right? So that's why I've written this three section here. Test scenario title would be first is okay, verify the reporting functionality in billing module. So that is the test scenario title. Okay, but how to achieve that? So for that you have to log into your application, then you have to go to the reporting tab, then after that you have to download that particular report with Excel format or XML format, then you have to verify the report, right? So this is the detailed steps. So this is the test cases. So test cases is nothing but a detailed requirement, how to achieve that particular part. So the detailed steps you have to write in test case section. So here I'm mentioning here detailed steps or action, and for each action there would be a expected result. So suppose the first action is log into the application using valid credential. Means you have to mention your username and password, right? So what would be the expected result? Users would be able to log in successfully. So under each action you have to write the expected result. So this action and expected result will fall under test case. Okay, then you have to write, suppose go to the reporting tab and click on report menu. Okay, so for that also you can write that expected result is users would be able to do that, like that. So in this way you have to write all the steps, and finally you have to verify whether the reporting functionality is working fine or not. So this action and expected result will fall under test case, but test scenario means it is a high level explanation about the requirement which you are going to test today, that I want to check reporting functionality. But how to achieve that? So that is coming under test case section. And a test case is nothing but all the detailed steps you have to write, how to achieve that particular reporting functionality. Okay, so that is that detailed explanation you have to write under test case section. And test case consists of two sections, action and expected result. And for each and every action you have to write the expected result. Okay, but as a good practice, whenever you will write any test cases for any particular requirement, then that time please don't include these only three section. Okay, include few more section also. Suppose test status, whether it is pass or fail. which environment you are using. Okay, then acceptance criteria. Okay, that particular acceptance criteria they have already mentioned in your requirement document or in your Azure DevOps whenever they will write any feature. So in that particular feature section they have mentioned the detailed requirement, right? On that particular detailed requirement section they will mention the acceptance criteria also for that. Okay, so that acceptance criteria will get it from there, either from Jira or maybe if you are following DevOps, so there they will mention acceptance criteria for that particular feature. So that one also you'll get it from there. And every feature is always linked with some user story, right? So it has some user story ID, and it has some user story name also. Okay, so user story ID, then user story name, test scenario title, detail steps, test status, environment, acceptance criteria. And one more thing you can mention here, that is if you have any comment. Okay, suppose you are blocked due to some reason, so that particular comment also you can mention under comment section. So those many fields are required so that we can easily understand which test scenario you are writing, which test cases you are writing, that particular test scenario or test cases under which user story. Okay, and what is the status of this particular test case, whether it is pass or fail, which environment you have tested this particular feature, and did you meet the acceptance criteria. And if you have any comment or observation, that one also you can mention. So these many fields are very much mandatory for any particular feature whenever you will test anything, any requirement. So those fields are really needed. But here in this video I am trying to explain what is the test scenario and what is the test cases, and both are not same. Okay, so yeah, so this is all about from my side today. So thank you.